Alrighty. We got our Wednesday Tier 1 for you here tonight. So with qualifying just started, everyone getting their setups in the pits. I believe we might have 4 reserve drivers here tonight. So with week 9 started, I believe I look at standings, I think, yeah, Josh is leading our Drivers' Championship. Just this week and next week, being the end of the season here, Josh with a 27-point lead over Hamilton. And then Websy close behind Hamilton in third, only 5 points behind Hamilton. And then closely behind Websy is also Dante and Perfect Polly. So tonight Josh just needs a solid finish to maybe secure the championship for himself. But still a close battle between Hamilton, Websy, Dante, and Polly. So the battle for P2 for the Drivers' Championship, very tight. We're gonna hop on board with Mr. DJ here as he's gonna start things off for everybody. I'm surprised to see so many cars out on track right now. Track is definitely full at the moment. Okay, so Mr. DJ invalidated, so doesn't look like he has enough battery to do another one. We're gonna hop on board with him. No. Can't tell who's about to get the fast lap first. So Rasha's gonna kick things off in the kick with a 22.4. Not able to hold it on for long as William and that Red Bull comes across with a 22.1, beating him out by 0.3. Perfect Polly coming across the line. Sitting in P3, Great Ace and Kogo, both Mercedes drivers, might be doing 2 outlaps here. As Dante takes pole by just 0.02 of a second away from William. Looks like Mr. DJ here is gonna start his lap. Or not. Irish Bull going through sector 2, trying to get his first lap time set. As Mario comes across, doing his second out lap, so he's starting a lap right now. And Hamilton, in that Ferrari outfitting, comes across taking pole away from Dante with almost a 22 flat. And then Irish Bull almost taking it away from Hamilton as he's just 0.1 of a second behind Hamilton. That 22.05. As you can see down at the bottom of the ladder there, we have some of our drivers retiring. Those are our reserve drivers. So as a reserve, you're not able to set a lap time in, as you do have to start from the back. We hop on board with Georgie in the Aston Martin as he starts his first lap, trying to get a good time in. Is Rasha on a lap? Yes, he is. So Rasha trying to improve from P5. And he might have improved. And just barely misses out by about 6 or 7 tenths from P4 from that William there. We hop back on with Georgie, who's invalidated his lap time, still with no lap time. We hop on board with Black Spartan here in the Williams, starting his first lap. Still plenty of time left in qualifying session here for all these drivers. I don't think Hamilton's 22 flat is going to stay for long. Especially when you have Josh out here, our driver championship at the moment. Still hasn't decided to leave the pits yet, as he normally does. Is Paulie on a lap? He might be. A perfect Paulie, currently sitting in 8th. Not able to improve. I don't know why he didn't come into the pits if he was down on his delta there. Unless he just wants another practice lap here. But we're going to stay on board right here with DJ. Still yet to set in a lap time. Apparently, a lot of people aren't in favor of the new Alpine livery for the 2025 season. I think it's a huge improvement on this livery right here. There's too much carbon fiber showing, or too much black. I thought the Alpine livery looked great. And whoa, so Mr. DJ coming in beating Hamilton by about half a second. That 21.55. They've definitely left it all out on the track right there. Very impressive lap time from him. That's going to be a hard one to beat. We hop on board with Paulie. Starting another hot one. Using every inch of the road to his availability. As I notice Irish Bull there, starting his second hot lap. We'll keep an eye on him after this. As I think Perfect Polly invalidates again. We're going to go ahead and jump on board with the Haas here of Irish Bull. Currently sitting in P3. As long as he improves his lap time just by a tiny smidge, he should be able to get Hamilton there. Whoa! An Irish Bull coming out of that hairpin at the start of Sector 2. That's going to leave him retired. He's just going to have to settle. Glad I caught that one on camera. You see William here, going through Sector 2, about to start at Sector 3 with the tricky triple right-hander. William coming across the line for his second hot lap. Did improve. He made up a couple of spots. Only sitting in P2. Still have a few drivers who have not set a lap time in yet. Of course, Josh being one of them. We're gonna stay on board with him. So Josh, current Drivers' Championship at the moment. Always likes to go out on track last. And speaking of liveries again, I'm sure a lot of people really loving the new RB with the all white, looking really clean. But if they're gonna run the white livery all season, I wonder if Team Red Bull is gonna have an all white livery as well. But Josh trying to get his first lap time in, and just missing out on pole position from Mr. DJ. Josh knocking Williams down into P3 as Josh takes P2. Josh just missing out on pole by about 30 thousandths. Or 300ths, however you'd like to word it. So Gary finally coming out on track as well. Got 4 minutes left, so might see Josh and DJ try to go out one more time, maybe. As DJ choosing to retire. So it's all up to Josh. So Josh might be the only person here that might be able to take pole away from DJ, as DJ retires thinking that he's got him beat. We do see Gary spinning out on track into Sector 3 as Amaro comes right on by. So with just under 3 minutes, everybody in the pits at the moment. I do expect to see some drivers heading out any second now to get one more lap time in, but we're going to stay on board with Kogo here for his full lap. Only driver currently out on track at the moment is his teammate. waiting for him to go by going into turn 1. As Kogo's going to invalidate. And now we start to see the rest of the pack start to come out of the pits now. I think Omaru doing a second outlap before he starts his final qualifying run. As everybody's out of the pits now. Went a little wide there coming out of turn 1, but did not invalidate. You know, I'm gonna sit right here on board with Josh here as he starts his second and final qualifying run. The man is gonna be on a mission. He just needs 30 thousandths of a second to take that top spot away from DJ. Ooh, I wasn't even paying attention. So Josh, ooh, coming in, making up about 3.5 tenths on his previous lap. He's going to beat out DJ by a good little margin there. So Josh, always expected to start on pole, and gets it. So Josh beating out DJ by almost 4 tenths there, and I thought DJ's lap time was really impressive. So there's your qualifying order. You got Josh, DJ, and then Rasha, Giorgio, William, Hamilton, Irish Bull, Dante, Amaro, Perfect Polly, Black Spartan, Gogo, Great Ace, Rocket, Gary, Underdog, Fatality, and KBT and Michael, all reserve drivers here at the bottom. So what a lap time from Josh there, right at the end. So we're going to give our drivers 5 minutes to set up their strategies. and then we'll resume racing, so don't go anywhere. Alright. I think everyone's readied up. Timer, I think, has started by now. any second. Alright, and that's 5 lights and away we go here. So as Josh getting on a little bit of a slow start as DJ and coming from P2 taking the lead before the turn 1. Taking a peek at the back there, we do have a car going off with the McLaren. Perfect poly off to a bad start already. Everybody else starting to slot up single file now. A little bit of a 2-wide battle there between Gary and Kogo, still 2 wide. Kogo having to give it up. Now he's 2 wide with the McLaren of Underdog. So Underdog with a great start there. We're still battling at the back of the pack here. So, ooh, a little bit of contact there between Kogo and Gary. But Gary with no wing damage as Amaru and that Red Bull coming out of nowhere, cutting the corner a little bit. He might have gotten away with it. It is now the Ferrari of Gary flipping up and going wide. Oh, I must have missed it. Josh. Oh, Josh all the way down in P15. Not sure what happened with him. We have a couple of 3 drivers opting to go into the pits just after lap 1. I assume to replace some wings here. Yeah. So 3 drivers with some wing damage on our opening lap. I'm not sure what happened to Josh, but I'm sure Josh not happy with what happened on that opening lap. Let's take a look here at some detail. So as far as position changes, yeah, Josh going down from P2 to P14, but then we do see Underdog, one of our reserve drivers, starting from the back, already making up 8 positions, starting from P16 there. Good stuff, good stuff. So looking at our tires here, a lot of drivers opting to start on those mediums. As we do see another pit stop happening after lap 2. Got Hamilton coming into the pit. I assume for another wing change. No? Doesn't look like he needed one, but Hamilton going in for a extremely early pit stop. I'm not sure what the reasoning was there for. But let's get back to some of our action here. Mr. DJ and Giorgio, the battle for the lead. Ooh, this mid-pack right here. Was it 5 or 6 cars? It's hard to tell who's battling for what position at the moment, as this is one long train. We got 7 cars deep in our midfield, forming one big train here. A little bit of a separation there from that pack. At the battle for P10, Amaro and Rocket here. I don't expect too much action through all of Sector 2. Or Sector 3, really. It all comes down to that front main straight. Amaru actually losing an end plate there. As we come down to the start of lap 5. What a really long DRS train we got. The Black Spartan not close enough to Irish Bull there. To go back a little further, maybe a double overtake on that Red Bull. Josh can stick it on the outside, as he does. But Josh with a lot of ground to make up after losing a lot of positions on the opening lap. I feel like all eyes are going to be on this midfield right here. The majority of this race, as long as this DRS train continues. As long as everyone plays nice and fair, this DRS might continue for another 10 laps or so until we start to see the pit stop strategy come into play. So we do have the Haas of MFG spinning out in the middle of Sector 2. Not sure how many positions might have been lost there. We have Great Ace coming off the final corner. Spinning out a little bit there. I'm sure he lost some time. He has two drivers right behind that RB, not able to get the pass done on Great Ace. We have a couple of 4-car battles here in our midfield starting to form up. A little bit of a gap between P8 and P9. So Dante on these hards in the back of this 4-car train, and ooh, commentator's curse maybe as Dante picks up his first penalty. So see Irish Bull getting around Black Spartan and that Williams with DRS, but then Underdog a little bit under threat from Dante. Underdog gets the pass done. We have a couple of 2-car battles going up at our top 4 spots here at the battle for P3 with William and Rasha. And then just right in front of them, we have Giorgio and Mr. DJ, the battle for P1. With a 2-car battle, and early on in this stint, don't know if it's going to be too much of a battle, and more of just a leapfrog. still in the early stages of this race. If I was some of these drivers, I'd be leapfrogging and work with what you got. So, did Georgie not get DRS there? I thought surely he was close enough. So Dante in that kick, getting around underdog, going down the main straight. He's going to slide into P7 with this battle. Hop back on board with underdog with a great view of everything and what's happening in front of him. A lot of drivers picking up penalties here. Oh, wrong thing. So, Martin with 13 seconds, he must have picked up 10 seconds somewhere. I'm not even sure how you pick up 10 seconds. Unless you severely cut a corner, maybe. But it will be servable, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Black Spartan come in a little early to try to serve it and hope for a safety car later. And then everyone else with 3 or 6 seconds on him. You do see a couple passes happening in this 4-car battle here. As it now becomes a 5-car battle with Josh sneaking in. For the 5-car battle for P6. Everyone bunched up here. Now it's about to be a 7 and 8, maybe 9-car battle. But Dante with DRS gets around Black Spartan easily before the corner entrance of turn 1. Now Josh trying to look up the inside of Irish Bull, but not close enough to get around him. But now Josh trying to look on the outside as he's getting pushed off the track a little bit on that Haas. So I suspect, oh, we do have a little bit of a spin here. Gray Ace taking another spin. But we continue, no virtual or safety car needed. As Russia, the battle for P3, gets around William, going down into turn 1. Gosh, trying to get another look on Irish Bull. Not close enough to make it happen, as Irish Bull also in this DRS train. Not gonna let it happen. As Josh is all over the back of him. Just penalties going everywhere. So we are on the start of lap 11, so I'm going to suspect these medium runners are going to start struggling a little bit on their tires. This tire wear is really rough on your front left. A lot of high-speed right-handers here at Qatar. I don't expect it now, but maybe by lap 13, 14, you're going to see some of these medium runners start to pit a little early, go on those hards, try to get the undercut. And speak of the devil, as Black Spartan goes into the pits, after just 11 laps, he's going to take those mediums off. And Black Spartan actually choosing to retire from the race. Alright. So Amaru coming in for a new wing as well. What? What? Was that Black Spartan's car sitting on the pits? Causing Amaru to have to sit there? Interesting. Well, Amaru's going to join this battle in the back. Amaru on fresh hards here behind KBT, Gary, and Polly. I'm sure Amaru's not going to be too happy about having to sit there in the pits. We see both of our leaders here of this race opting to pit a little early as well. Oh, that was so nice how synchronized it was. Oh. And Amaru, and those cold tires might have spun himself out there. We're gonna have our first safety car of this race coming out on lap 13. The safety car not able to pick up the leaders here, so everyone's gonna have to do an extra lap. But I expect everybody to come into the pits this lap. Wonder if we're going to see any wing changes. No wing for him. Oh, Perfect Polly choosing to stay out. Well, actually, that is smart. Safety car hasn't been picked up yet. So everybody coming into the pits except for Kogo and Hamilton. Or not Hamilton, Polly. I'm really not sure why you would not pit. Like, it doesn't even matter which tire you're on. Speaking of tires, why is Dante on softs? It looks like we're gonna have one more lap of safety car here. Now Kogo comes in, followed by Dante. Yeah, I don't know if Dante picked the wrong tire, or if maybe he was on medium and he wants another set of mediums. That could be it. It's gonna put him further back though. I can only assume you put the wrong tire on. There's several people coming in. So Kogo and Dante I get. Some of these other... Did someone miss the pit entrance? I think fatality here. I don't know if he missed the entrance or couldn't decide if he wanted to pit. So we should be going green this lap. Give you guys a little bit of a cinematic. The safety car is coming in. The rest of the field slowing down, heating up their tires here. I believe that's Mr. DJ there in that Alpine. Leading us off as... Is he gone? Oh! Don't do that. The DJ leading things off here. We have a little bit of a gap back there. We do have the Haas of MSG falling asleep at the wheel. He's going to be in the middle of this sandwich. A little bit of contact between the Haas and the Mercedes there. Great Ace and Michael. So... Not even at DRS yet. We already have a little bit of a gap here forming up. Everybody nose to tail just about right behind them. So DRS will be open this lap. But of course no one able to use it until the following lap. Ooh, out of nowhere, Dante. Hello. You can see there Dante trying to look down the inside of Gary there, but Gary trying to defend really well there using his battery to his advantage. Wide battle, I see. So Dante very eagerly trying to get around Gary. Dante on the fresher mediums. That's Josh. That's our hot lap of the race. Dante with a really good exit. Might not even need DRS to get around the Ferrari. This Ferrari getting double overtaken and maybe triple overtaken as we go 3 wide into turn 1. So Gary in the Ferrari getting overtaken by 3. But don't expect anybody to be coming into the pits for the remainder of this race, unless it's possible wing damage. So we hop back here at the front with Mr. DJ, leading by 9/10, not able to get Georgie out of his DRS. Georgie's going to get a nice stream as Josh finds his way back up into P2, going around the outside 2 wide into turn 1 on Georgie. Josh not able to get the move done as Georgie had the inside line there. So 10.5 laps to go of this race. DJ still leading it for us here. DJ almost out of DRS range from Georgie there. Yeah, I don't think Georgie got it. So DJ with a little bit of breathing room and now leaving Georgie in a little bit of a pickle. And we're going to see our second safety car. We have some people going to the pits, quite a few. Not sure if we're going to see some softs. Yeah, there's one pair. I think it's a little early for softs. So a bit early there for those softs. They are not going to last. I can guarantee you. They're good for about 4, maybe 5 laps before they start falling off. Looks like about half the field opting to come in. Man, I just called it too. That we went. Ooh, Gary, there's a safety car there. Ooh. Oh, as our leader comes in. DJ getting rid of those hards. A lot of our front runners deciding to come in. If you have mediums, put them on. And now we're going to see ourselves with both Astons sitting at the front row here. Also, the only 2 cars that have not pitted. I mean, those hards should be fine, but with fresh mediums right behind them, they're going to be under threat when we go green and back to racing. Not sure if we're going to be racing this lap. Might be doing one more safety car lap. So Polly having to take the hards there. Everyone else on mediums and one soft runner. We're going to have ourselves just one more lap. We're going to have ourselves an 8-lap shootout. Mic check. Alright, we're good. So Giorgio's going to lead us off here, followed by his teammate Rocket, both Astons starting at the front. Maybe we can see some team play and some defensive strategy coming out from the both of them. Everybody behind them on fresh mediums, hungry for a podium here. If I had to place my predictions, I would say Mr. DJ might win the race, but he does have a penalty on him. So Mr. DJ might be the first across the line, if I had to guess, with Josh maybe followed close behind. So Josh, with no penalties, sitting on a really good position here. So safety car in this lap, and we're going to get going at the start of lap 23. We're going to have a 7-lap shootout. Of course, if we don't see another safety car. But last night, we also saw 2 safety cars. Tonight, still 2 safety cars. A handful of laps to go. I believe it was Monday night, we had 4 safety cars happen. So Georgie trying to go very last minute as everyone stacks up. So as DJ and Rocket go too wide into turn 1, DJ able to make the pass happen. We go back to field, everyone getting single file here. The MFG coming into the pits at that last lap, opting to put the softs on. We'll see how that goes for him. Now DJ and Georgie going too wide for the lead, as DJ is going to get the pass happen on those fresher rubbers. Going around the outside, making it stick, able to take P1 away from George there, as now both Aston Martins are down 1 spot. Now it's all up to DJ if he can get the gap to happen between him and Josh, who's currently P4. Josh with a little bit of work to do in front of him. Yeah, so DJ and Rocket both up at the front here, both with 3 seconds on them. We are going to get DRS next time by. So everyone's single file there, but back here at the back, we do have some battles still going. So MFG trying to use those softs to his advantage. Mr. DJ almost out of DRS range from Georgie there. So Josh doing everything he can to try to get around Georgie there. Josh has some ground to make up if he wants to catch DJ. But DJ, of course, with 3 seconds on him. As DJ crosses the line, taking the new hot lap at this race. Josh able to go around the outside of Georgie there of turn 1 as he gets the pass made as his car sticks it. But both Astons losing 2 positions there and still under threat from all the fresh tire runners right behind them. We do see a little bit of a wing come off of Rasha there in that kick. And we do see a Haas of Irish Bull going way off track. So Irish Bull able to keep it off of the wall there. And we're going to have a virtual as Dante going way off track. I'm sure going straight into the wall there. Almost as if maybe his wheel disconnected, I'm not sure. But we're only just going to have a virtual here. Don't expect anybody to come into the pits, but definitely helping out our 2 soft runners here. So still under virtual. Virtual might be ending here shortly. I swear, every time I look, Underdog's in P7 no matter what. As we go racing again. But nobody picking up a drive-through. We got 3.5 more laps to go. That virtual definitely helping out everyone who's currently on the softs right now for an extra lap. So Underdog, without a penalty, is definitely going to be able to get William in front of him at the end of this race. Question is if he can stay close enough to this pack to also get Rocket, who also has 3 seconds on him. Ooh, whoa, the speed. The Rocket losing on 3 positions and about to be 4 if Hamilton can get the move done. Hamilton does. The Rocket losing 4 positions in 1 corner. A little bit of bumping going on between Hamilton and Dog. We continue here, going on to the back of the pack. Oh, Ace goes a little wide there. And Mr. DJ, 2.5 laps to go. He's got a 2-second gap on Josh. Of course, DJ with 3 seconds on him. He's going to need to pull away another second if he wants to secure this victory. Hamilton gets around Underdog. Hamilton with DRS going around Rasha here easily. 2 laps remaining. And Dog picks up his penalty. So, just under 1.5 laps left to go. Mr. DJ still not able to pull away from Josh there at the front. Josh still right at 2 seconds. So Perfect Polly looking down the inside of Rocket. A little questionable. Very strange spot to try to pass somebody. Looks like we're in one long DRS train. Hop on board back with William. 1 lap to go. William going down the inside of Georgie with DRS. Gonna get around him. Or not. Okay, so now the pass is made 3 corners later. Or not, as Georgie's still trying to look to get that position back. Oh, it was Gray Ace. Somehow with a negative 1 second delta to the car in front of him. Back on board with our leader here is DJ. Gonna be able to cross the line in front of Josh, but that penalty is gonna leave him in P2. So Josh able to hold on to the back of DJ. So DJ crosses the line first, but not without Josh taking advantage of his penalty. And close behind him, everybody coming in all at the same time, one big train. There you have it. So Josh, after some kind of incident that I didn't capture on lap 1, going all the way to the back, able to make it up and find his way all the way at the front and then winning this race. And I'm not sure what the Drivers' Championship is going to look like in points after this. But if Josh secured enough points here with his victory, he might not even have to show up for next week. Next week being the final week, he might have just clinched the championship right here. So what a drive from Josh, coming all the way from the back of the pack after some kind of incident and winning this race. That's going to do it for us here for our Wednesday night Tier 1. So Josh, really good comeback there, taking the victory, followed by Mr. DJ and Georgie. And then we got, after the podium runners, we got Rasha in P4 with William, P5. Irish Bull and Nat Haas coming in at P6, followed by Underdog. Then we got Kogo and Rocket, KBT, Perfect Polly, Gary, got Hamilton, MFG, Great Ace, Dante, Amaro, Black Spartan, and Fatality, wrapping up the rest of our field. So there you have it for Tier 1. We also have another race tomorrow night. We got our Tier 2 drivers also at Qatar. It's going to be at 6:30 Eastern, so make sure you come on out, watch the race. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one.